AITH for talking to my best friend for the first time. In a year after he got with his girlfriend. For context, I 17F have had a best friend since I was in the first grade. This guy means a lot to me. And we have always acknowledged that there has never been any romantic feelings between us and I have and always will see him as a brother. There was a new girl who joined our school this year. And while she gave me a slightly off vibe, I usually try to go out of my way to make other people feel comfortable. Especially new people. Most of the people in our school have known each other since elementary school, and fitting into such a community is not always easy. So I made it my thing to show her around, introduce her to people and such. One thing that she started doing a few months after she joined is that she kept shipping the two of us, and backhandedly kept implying that there was something going on between us. And although I strongly dismissed and expressed my distaste at the very thought, she still continued, and I was not okay with that. Yet I decided to let that slide and keep things as normal, hoping it would die out soon. That my friends started developing an interest in her, but I kept my mouth shut about how I felt, since I felt like it wasn't my place to interfere in. They slowly began talking more, and it looked like she was starting to like him too. I wanted nothing less than to see him happy, and I could see how his face lit up whenever she was around. A month or so after they started talking, we had a pretty humongous fight, details of which are not relevant, and it ended with him saying that I was just being overprotective because I liked him. This is something completely out of character for him, and I was terribly hurt, and I stopped talking to him altogether. After this whole ordeal, they start talking even more and eventually start dating. All of this happens while that girlfriend still pretends to be my bestie, and at one point starts asking me for relationship advice. She starts dumping all her problems of the relationship on me, and even the good parts that I would rather do without, like pictures of them kissing. Can you imagine seeing a sibling holding someone else in a promiscuous pose? I'm gay guy again. Hey, conflict. So I didn't confront her about the sheer absurdity of this situation and just let her do as whatever she was doing, and trying to avoid talking to her whenever possible. A few weeks back, my friend seemed to show some interest in mending a friendship, and mind you, this is my best friend of over 10 years, so naturally I was willing to give this another shot. I made sure to be respectful of the space between us, though. We just had normal conversations and laughed at jokes. I made sure there was no physical touch either, so there was no space for misunderstanding. That and now girlfriend is mad at me for trying to make a move on her man, especially after we've been such good friends, and that I was not being a girl's girl.